we keep an eye on here?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Marte really on his horse for it. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And a quick out, number one. Now the Diamondbacks lineup as put together by Torey Lovullo. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice when it doesn't matter. They're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here at Citi Field. And today's starting pitcher, Corbin Burnes. What do you look for here?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there and compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Next offering misses down and away. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some guys in your lineup that make contact.
Hey! 2-2 the count.
At the belt and fires. Back up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Lindor aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
To the right side. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Here's Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power. And that one is lifted in the air. Carroll has this one sized up. Makes the grab. And there's 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. This group was shut out their last game, so we're going to see if they can bounce back with a better effort here today.
And Boog, it can get in your head a little bit when you get shut out. You're frustrated. You're seeing that consecutive streak of innings you haven't scored, and you want to get off to a great start, score early, because if you don't, you feel like you could linger into 2 consecutive games, which no one wants to be a part of.
2 outs. And there's a ball. That one ripped. Carroll hustling after it. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but two runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
Here's Starling Marte. Base hit, one run in already. Another comes in to score. It's 2-zip.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Ripped to short. They get the force. That's the inning. Second inning set to go. And now the veteran third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Senga back to work. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ricky Holiday, our umpire behind the dish, known as pretty fair umpire for both hitters and pitchers.
Yeah, I think that's right, Boog. There is a little inconsistency on the corners of the plate. You can't always be sure how it's going to go with those borderline pitches as the game progresses.
Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Josh Naylor stands in now and watches strike one. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Gabriel Moreno in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 out, space is empty.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to short, Lindor throws to first, and Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Close but called a ball, and that is ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. Not in time, he's safe.
Sometimes you can get a little too aggressive trying to cut off that lead run and try to make something happen that really isn't there. Got to take that sure out at first base. Not sure what happened right there in terms of communication.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
0-1's the count.
The part about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Now the 0-1. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate.
Brandon Fought gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. The other way, and foul ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That's a base hit as a run scores. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Swing and a foul straight back.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Swing and a foul out of play. Runners on the corners, no outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A massive home run. It's 7-0.
You almost feel bad for the baseball when Juan Soto hits it. His swing is so powerful. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Flied to right his first time. That one missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss. And the count even at 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Inside.
Nope,
2-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's one away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
And now it's Mark Vientos. High fly ball out to center field. Carroll on the move. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Dives. What a play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little...
Not in time. That's a leadoff double. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jorge Barrosa. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards, and his mom tossed them because, what did she know? So I made my mom keep all my baseball cards, and I really don't have any that are valuable. And that story stunk by me. Anyway, whips it across, and one away in the top of the 3rd. Here's Garrett Hampson. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. In there for strike one.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Gurriel, the runner at second with one away.
Ball two.
In the dirt, blocked. Goes down swinging. Kodai Senga picks up the strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
So now 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. One left for the Diamondbacks. They continue to trail 7-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now here's Jeff McNeil. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Brandon Pfaadt done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, Shelby Miller.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
1-0.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it. Well, these Mets doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They are perfect with runners in scoring position so far. Not a single out made in those spots, so these guys are feeling it.
First and second here, no outs. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. A 4 spot on the board. It's 11-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
1 down. Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning, get the outs that you need, and get back into the dugout.
And this one looks like trouble. And into second with 1 away. That's a double. Man at second with 1 away. So up next for New York, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a laser base hit. Coming around third is Soto. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead continues to grow.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now Ryan Thompson into the game. He last pitched 2 days ago. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Mark Vientos. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. And there's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that's a foul ball. Back to work, 3-2 now. Started after it, appeal to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Starling Marte up to hit.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And there's a foul ball. Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Way outside, and it gets away.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Alonso is waved home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. It's 13-0. So a man at first. So now here's the Mets DH, Jeff McNeil, 1 for 2. Swing and a ball popped up. Hampson makes the catch. That is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Corbin Carroll. Right through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Hit on the ground to short. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Randall Grichuk now.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
There's the strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. That's a little bit low.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Here's Josh Naylor. His home and away splits there. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Moreno batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Foul ball there. Suarez on second. Naylor on at first with 2 down. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off. Thompson, in his 4th year, he features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer.
No, that's down.
Rolled slowly to first. Naylor. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Luis Angel Acuna now at the plate. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. In the air, right side. Carroll on his way over. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. 1-1 now. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Started to swing, held up. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good. Back here in Queens, ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's going to be Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And takes low for ball 1.
You know, these D-backs need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Makes the grab, 1 down. Jorge Barrosa will hit next. Up and in, 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
1 out, bases empty. On the ground, right side. Alonso steps on the bag, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Garrett Hampson. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground, and this should do it. Acuna on to first, ball game. And the Mets take this one in a blowout.
We saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.